To create or modify a product, navigate to Setup, Start Configuration, and Products. Once we're on the product screen, we can go ahead and add a new product by clicking on the button there. If you want to modify an existing product, you can locate the product and click on it to edit. Within the product setup screen, first things first, we have the title of the product. So in this case, I have a t-shirt. Underneath, we have product option setup. So we can either go with a single product with no options, where we just set up the cost of the business needing to acquire this item, maybe from their wholesaler or the warehouse. And the retail price would actually be what is being charged to the clients when they are purchasing this. So we can either go with this option, or the left-hand side allows us to set up multiple options. So let's say, for example, if I click on that, maybe for t-shirts, I have different kinds. I have, let's say, a polo t-shirt. I have a crew neck t-shirt. I can actually set these up as different options under one product. And then you can notice that I can set up different costs and retail price per each individual line item. I can go plus, crew neck tee, okay, and cost is not necessary. That's more just for internal reporting wise for the business to determine how much they spent to acquire these items. So it's not necessary to set them up. A retail price, definitely you will need to set it up because that's what you're going to sell it to the clients at. So let's say maybe polo is going to be at 25, or let's say it's going to be 35, and crew neck is going to be at 25. So we can set that up. Other options that people usually use the multiple options for, maybe for different colors or maybe different sizes of apparel. So just something to think about. And once we have that set up, we can come down. We can set up a barcode if the client wants to go ahead and maybe scan barcodes um, for the items to easily find them in the store. They can either type in their own barcode, or there's a little generate barcode number. The system can then generate a barcode for us. Okay. SKU number, again, only if it's needed. The supplier, so we're gonna talk about how to set up suppliers later on. But once the supplier is set up and you want to indicate, hey, for this specific t-shirt, I want to mark that I get it from this specific supplier, you can then have a drop-down list to select from. You can also type in the manufacturer that it's coming from as well. Again, not necessary, it's all optional. Coming down for the description of the product, you can put something in here if you want to. Again, totally optional. Coming down, product images. You can upload multiple. So if you just click on the little image, right, maybe you find something from your computer that's an image of this t-shirt, you can upload multiple of these images so that maybe when the staff's finding it or when the client's looking for it online, they know exactly what they're purchasing. Coming down, we also have store categories. So we talked about that in our last lesson. In this case, I already have one under apparel, so I'm going to make sure I assign it to the taxes if there's anything applicable. In terms of quick buy settings, we're gonna touch base on this a little bit later. Purchase restrictions, whether clients can buy this online or it's only sold through staff, who it's available to, and whether it's sold individually or sold as part of a package only, which are options that we saw earlier in our purchase options lesson. Coming down here, we do have a shipment. Please note that Wellness Living does not currently support shipping through the system. So even if you do set this up, or the business sets this up to say, hey, this product is shippable, and they put the different shipping weights and the cost and whatnot, just know that this is not going to be sent up from the system. It's just more of a reference for the business to know how much it's going to cost them to ship these things out if they are doing shipping outside of Wellness Living. If not, most of them leave them as not shippable product. Coming down, if the business wants to do inventory tracking, they can turn this on, and you'll notice that we can set up a current inventory level, reorder level, and the location that this product is available at. Now, again, this location will only show up if it is a multi-location business. We can say maybe Polo T-shirts it is available at Studio A, but if it's also available at Studio B, I can just simply go add location and add Studio B here as well, so that it's available in both. Okay, and same thing for this. I can say, yep, A and B available in both. Okay, and once you notice that we set up the locations, there are two different line items for each studio for us to track the inventory separately for the locations. And we will talk about the reorder level in just a little bit. Coming down, whether this is a service add-on or not. So for service add-on, we will also be covering this a little bit later. So for now, we're going to leave it as not used as an appointment add-on. And last but not least, we have the revenue category. So again, we want to make sure that we are tracking the revenue for these sales properly. So maybe I'll create one called maybe just products. This is a new category. That's great. Perfect. And then last but not least, we have a direct booking URL that we can provide to the clients if they want to easily find this item online. The only thing about this is if the product was set up so that only staff can sell online, the direct buy URL will not work. So that URL will only work if the option is set to clients can buy online. Okay, and that's in regards to the direct buy URL. And that's it. Once you're done, you can save it. And you'll also notice that we do have an option to duplicate products as well, and that's located right on the bottom right.